the silent threat to your golden years. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today, we need to have a serious, heartfelt conversation about a topic that is deeply important for our community, the silent, growing threat of financial scams targeting seniors. Your generation was built on a foundation of trust. A handshake meant something, and helping others was second nature. You've worked a lifetime to build a nest egg, not just for your own comfort, but often for security of your children and grandchildren. These virtues, your trust, your generosity, your deep love for family, are beautiful, but it is a heartbreaking reality that these very virtues are now being systematically weaponized against you by sophisticated criminals. The FBI reports that seniors lost over $3 billion to fraud last year alone, and that's just what's been reported. The true number is undoubtedly much higher. It's crucial to understand that falling for a scam has nothing to do with a person's intelligence. It has everything to do with a scammer's expertise in emotional manipulation. They are masters at creating a state of emotional override, where intense feelings like fear, panic, or love can temporarily shut down the logical, rational part of our brain. So today, this isn't just about listing scams. It's about dissecting the script these criminals use. We'll go deep into 3 of the most dangerous and rapidly exploding scams, so you can not only recognize the threat, but also understand the psychology behind it, empowering you to protect your legacy and your peace of mind. Scam 1, the grandparent or family emergency scam. This scam is as old as a telephone, but it has been supercharged with modern technology and psychology. It preys on the most powerful and pure emotion, a grandparent's unconditional love. Let's revisit Eleanor's story, but with a closer look. Eleanor, a retired nurse, lives for her grandson, Michael. One afternoon, her phone rang. A frantic voice, choked with sobs, cried, "Grandma, it's me, Michael. I'm in trouble." The voice was muffled, but in her immediate panic, her brain filled in the gaps. Her heart began to pound. The scammer, sensing his hook was set, rushed on, "I was in a car accident. It wasn't my fault, but they found something in the other person's car. I'm at the police station. They're going to charge me unless I can pay bail. Please don't tell Mom and Dad. They'll be so disappointed, and it will kill them." This is a masterclass in manipulation. The urgency short-circuits thought. The plea for secrecy, the gag order, is designed to isolate Eleanor, cutting her off from her logical sounding board, her own children. It creates a bubble of panic, with only her and the rescuers inside. A second scammer, posing as a public defender, then got on the line, his tone calm and authoritative, explaining that to get Michael released quickly and quietly, she needed to go to a nearby store and purchase several $1,000s in gift cards and read him the numbers over the phone. He explained this was a procedural voucher to avoid paperwork. Eleanor's hands trembled as she drove. Her nursing instincts to help and protect took over completely. She did exactly as she was told. Only later, when the calm returned and she finally reached the real Michael, did the crushing weight of the deception fall upon her. Let's analyze the tactics AI voice cloning scammers now use AI. They only need a few seconds of a voice from a social media post to create a convincing, albeit slightly distorted, audio clone of your loved one's voice. Emotional escalation. They start with panic, then introduce a calm authority figure to guide the victim through the process, making it feel legitimate. Untraceable payment. They demand payment in gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency, because it's like sending cash. Once it's gone forever. Your action plan 1. Breathe. The moment you feel that jolt of panic, take one deep breath. Ask a verifying question. Ask something only your real grandchild would know. Like, what did you give me for my last birthday? Or what's the name of your first pet 3? Use a code word. Proactively establish a family code word for real emergencies. End the call. Simply say, "Let me call you right back on your cell phone." A scammer will make excuses. Hang up. Verify independently. Call your grandchild's phone directly. Then call their parents or another trusted family member. Never, ever send money based solely on an incoming phone call. Scam 2, the tech support imposter scam. This scam preys on the digital anxieties many of us feel. Our computers are our connection to the world, our banks, our families, our photos. The fear of that connection being compromised is a powerful motivator. Consider Arthur, a meticulous retired accountant. One morning, a loud siren blared from his computer speakers, and a large, red warning box popped up, plastered with the Microsoft logo. Warning: your computer has been infected with the Zeus virus. Your banking information is at risk. Call Microsoft support immediately at this number to prevent data loss. Arthur's heart sank. He called the number, and a polite, professional-sounding man answered. The technician oozed false empathy and authority. He convinced Arthur to grant him remote access to his computer. This is the crucial step. Once inside, the scammer put on a show. He opened system folders, pointing to normal code and files, calling them foreign viral intrusions. It was a digital magic trick designed to confuse and terrify Arthur. The scammer then said the fix would cost $500. But it didn't stop there. He then upsold Arthur on a worthless, lifetime network security package for $5,000, claiming it would protect him forever. While inside the computer, he also quietly installed malware to skim Arthur's passwords for later use. Arthur paid, feeling a strange mix of relief and violation. Let's analyze the tactics hijacking trust. They use the logos and names of brands you trust, Microsoft, Apple, Norton, to create an illusion of legitimacy. Fear and urgency, the blaring sirens and stark warnings, are designed to make you panic and react without thinking. The illusion of expertise, once they have remote access, they perform digital sleight of hand, showing you benign system files and convincing you they are catastrophic viruses. The long con initial scam is often just the beginning. The real goal can be to install spyware to drain accounts over time. Your digital self-defense plan 1. Know the truth: Microsoft, Apple, and other legitimate tech companies will never contact you through a pop-up warning with a phone number. They will never call you out of the blue. Do not engage, never call a number that appears in a pop-up. Never click on any links within it. The ultimate fix if your computer freezes on such a screen: do not panic. The safest thing to do is a hard shutdown. Hold down the physical power button until the screen goes black. Seek trusted help disconnect the computer from the internet and take it to a reputable local computer repair shop, or ask a tech-savvy family member to look at it. Never grant remote access to an unsolicited caller. Scam 3: the romance or sweetheart scam. This is perhaps the most insidious and cruel of all scams, as it targets the heart. It exploits loneliness and the universal human need for connection, leaving victims not just financially devastated, but emotionally shattered. Let's look deeper into Marion's experience. A widow for 5 years, Marion was profoundly lonely. Her children were grown with busy lives. She joined a senior dating site. Soon, she connected with Richard, a handsome man with a kind smile, who claimed to be a successful civil engineer working on an oil rig overseas. His profile was a work of fiction, designed to be the perfect man: sensitive, successful, and lonely, just like her. The first month was a whirlwind of love bombing. He sent long, poetic emails every morning, texted her good night every evening. He learned about her life, her dreams, her insecurities. He created a powerful emotional dependency. Just as Marion was completely smitten, the emergencies began. First, a piece of equipment broke on the rig, and he needed a few $1,000s to pay a local contractor in cash, promising to pay her back as soon as the company reimbursed him. Then, a medical emergency. Then, a customs issue preventing him from flying home to finally meet her. Each request was wrapped in a declaration of love and a promise of their future together. When Marion's children expressed concern, Richard had already coached her on what to say, framing their worry as jealousy that she found happiness again. He isolated her. Over 18 months, Marion drained her savings, took out a second mortgage, and borrowed from her retirement account. The day she sent the last of her money, Richard's profile vanished. His phone number was disconnected. The emotional devastation was 1,000 times worse than the financial loss. Let's analyze the playbook: the perfect persona. The scammer is always conveniently located somewhere they cannot easily meet: military deployment, oil rig, working for the UN. Intense grooming: they invest weeks or months building a deep emotional connection before ever asking for money. The sob story to requests for money are always tied to a dramatic, unverifiable story designed to pull at the heartstrings. Isolation: they actively create a wedge between the victim and their family. turning the victim's own loved ones into the enemy. Your emotional guardrails won. Pace yourself, be extremely wary of anyone who professes intense love and talks about a future together within days or weeks. Real relationships take time to build. Insist on video, be suspicious of anyone who always has an excuse for why they can't video chat. A scammer can't show their face because it doesn't match the stolen photos on their profile. The money rule, the absolute, unbreakable rule, is just the moment an online acquaintance asks you for money. For any reason, it is a scam. It is time to block them and report them. Talk to someone, never keep an online relationship a secret. Confide in a trusted friend or family member. Secrecy is a scammer's best friend. Protecting your peace and your wallet. These scams, while different, are all built on the same psychological pillars: urgency, secrecy, fear, and appeal to a core emotion like love. Your best defense is to build a wall against these tactics. That wall is made of awareness, skepticism, and communication. Create a pause. The single most powerful thing you can do is give yourself the gift of time. Scammers want you to act now. Your power lies in your ability to say, "Let me think about it," or "I need to discuss this with my son-daughter financial advisor." Break the secrecy talk about any strange phone call or online interaction. A scam that sounds plausible when you're alone and panicked often sounds absurd when said out loud to a trusted friend. Remove the shame. Being targeted by a professional criminal is not a reflection of your intelligence. It is a reflection of your humanity, your kindness, your trust, your love. If you have been scammed, please do not suffer in silence. Report it to the authorities, like the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, IC3. Reporting helps law enforcement track these criminals and prevents others from becoming victims. Your golden years are your own. You are the guardian of your legacy. By staying informed, you can ensure that it remains protected. We know this is a difficult topic. Have you or someone you know encountered one of these scams? What advice would you give others? Please share your experiences in the comments below. Your story could be the warning that saves someone else from heartbreak. If this video was valuable to you, please give a thumbs up, subscribe for more essential wisdom, and most importantly, share this video. Share it with your parents, your friends, your neighbors. Knowledge is the best defense we have. Thank you for being here, and we will see you in our next video.